Hello there everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I hope that you are all having a great day and finding time for yourselves to relax and do the things that make you so happy. Today I'm going to show you my vision board. Now, I did make a part 1 to this video. If you haven't seen it, I will link it below if you want to go and check that out first. It's more of a rambly video. This video is actually going into detail and showing you what's on my vision board. So, this was made a very long time ago. A lot of things on this board has changed, meaning I have either already accomplished some of these things, or I have changed my mind about some of these things. So, of course, some things that I wanted in high school aren't the same things that I want now. So that'll be very interesting to talk about with you guys today. And it's going to be interesting to think about, because I haven't looked at this and I haven't really thought about it too much in detail until just a couple weeks ago when I seen it. It was behind some of my artwork, and I remembered how important this was to me, and so I definitely pulled it out and wanted to tell you guys about it right away. So let's start up at the corner. I printed out this picture of New York City, and you can see it says Happy New Year. So you can see all these pretty lights, all these people down here cheering. So I printed this picture out specifically because I always wanted to spend a New Year's Eve in New York City watching the ball drop. And the fact this picture also had Boardwalk Empire, I loved that because I was watching that at the time. So I thought this was perfect for my vision board. I have not accomplished this yet. I've never been to New York. So that is one thing that I'll probably put on my next vision board because I would still love to do that one day. This represents writing. I always wanted to have journaling to be a part of my life. I've always loved writing little stories ever since I was a little girl, actually. I had this friend in, I think it was 3rd grade, and we would just spend our recesses writing horror stories together. Little spooky goosebumps kind of stories, you know. This is a picture of me when I was little. And this is a snowman that I believe me and my parents built together. This is my swing set outside. I'm in my little snow uniform thing. Little snowsuit. I put this picture here because when I was in high school, I really wanted to live in like a snowy type of place. I wanted to move out of like the warmer area of the United States and move somewhere very cold because I loved the snow, so I wanted more. I wanted to move like to Minnesota. I didn't end up doing that, but again, these are just some random kids online that I found that I printed a picture off of to represent like wanting to have children one day. So I don't know exactly who these kids are, but again, they're playing in snow like I was, so you know. This is me when I was little, and it says friends above it. So that kind of represents having a bunch of friends in my life, a bunch of children in my life. I've always loved family. So I always wanted to have a big family. So that's why I put a bunch of kids at the top. And I even put that at the top because I've always loved children, and I actually used to want to be a teacher. So that's another reason I put that there. I never became a teacher. I changed my mind about that, and I do not have any children at this point, but one day eventually I'd love to have a family of my own, preferably 3 children, so 1, 2, 3. So that's definitely part of my vision board. That's a big part of it, That's me when I was little here. Here is a picture of roller coasters, amusement parks. I've always wanted to travel to the Santa Monica Pier in California, but I've never been there. But hopefully one day I'll be able to. So that's another place, another accomplishment I haven't quite done yet, but eventually. I did go to cosmetology school. That's what this picture here is. These pictures of me represent like modeling and doing photo shoots, because I really was big into that when I was younger. Not so much anymore, but I kind of want to get back into it eventually. Let's see, where should we go next? Okay, I just wanted to take a moment because I didn't want to skip over anything. I get to rambling on, and I don't want to miss out on talking about anything, so. Okay. So this photo of me was actually taken by my best friend's sister. So this photo is actually very special to me. This is one of my favorite pictures of myself, and I was in 8th grade when she shot that. This picture of me, had my Daria shirt on, and I was acting like I was on a roller coaster. I thought that was just kind of a cute, fun picture of me smiling. And this is me jumping in the air. These kind of represent like the free spirit that I am. I always wanted to keep that about myself. My like childlike qualities, I guess, my goofiness. I've always loved that, and I always wanted to keep my like I don't know, like my sense of humor, I guess. So that's what those two pictures kind of represent also. And then this picture here is kind of like a nice little seating area with a big TV, and I'm gonna show you guys just a little sneak peek really quickly of my little sitting area. I mean, this isn't quite what's on the poster, but I wanted like a nice, relaxing, low to the floor room where I could watch TV and relax with like nice lighting. In my office that I have created in here that I'm in right now, I love this room. So this is nothing compared to my office that I have now. So I am super proud, and I feel like, yes, I did accomplish this. This was another big accomplishment of mine. Plan my own wedding. I did. We did so much on our own. Made our own cake. We made our own decorations. Like, so many things. So that's something I'm very proud of. And I put a big cake on my vision board because that was something that I knew that I always wanted at my wedding. A big old stacked cake. And that's what we got. I also had a picture of like an outside wedding, which we didn't end up going with that just because we were scared that it was gonna rain, you know? So we ended up having it indoors, which I was super happy with. But, you know, I ended up getting married, so that was on my vision board, and that ended up happening. So that, you know, complete. I put yoga, also / meditation. That I need to incorporate quite a bit more in my life, to be honest. I do go to the gym and work out, and I go on walks. I love to stretch and stuff, but I haven't dedicated much time to doing a bunch of yoga and stuff. This represents like filming, because I always wanted to make movies, and I'd like to say this is an ongoing goal. I don't think I'll ever be completed with this. You know, so that's kind of the beautiful thing. I think I'll leave this picture. I think I'll leave all of these pictures on this vision board just because I don't want to mess it up. But I'm definitely going to print out something similar to that to put on my next vision board, because I always want to keep that a part of my life. This is another good thing too that I think of sometimes, which this might be a little strange to some of you, but it's something to think about. Sometimes I think, you know, if I ever somehow lost my memory all of a sudden, and I had something like this to look at that I made for myself, you know, I would kind of have like a map for the things that are important to me and the things that I want in life. So, I mean, if anything, that's a good reason to have one of these, don't you think? Let's move on. So, this picture here, I love this picture. Just looking at this picture makes me feel so inspired. You guys know I'm very much into artwork. I love it. I love doing art. I wanted to have my own art studio, and I consider my office my own art studio. So I always wanted to keep art a big part of my life, and I think I have for a good, I think I've done a pretty good job at it. Ooh, swing sets. So if you guys didn't know this about me, a little fun fact is that I love to swing on swing sets. It's my favorite thing. And it always has been. Like, if I was at recess when I was little, I would be on the swing set. If I was at the park, anytime ever, I would be on the swing set. So cool. Okay, so this is a little coffee shop here. I love coffee shops. They just make me happy. At the time, I can't really remember if I put this down to like, meaning like maybe I could open up my own little coffee shop one day. I can't quite remember. I might have just put it on there though, because I love coffee shops. The mountains I would love to visit one day. I still never have. And then this is a picture of someone getting a really cool tattoo. When I was in high school, I kind of wanted to learn how to tattoo people. Nowadays, I've changed my mind on that. I learned how hard it is to get into actually becoming a tattoo artist. Much respect to you if you have your tattoo license. But I've learned a lot about tattoos and stuff, and I think they're so beautiful. But I don't think I would trust myself to put a permanent piece of art on somebody either. That's another reason. And this is just a star of words. I think it was pretty random. Let's see. I put some people like skydiving, which I think I've changed my mind about that one. I've become a little bit more of a scaredy cat as I've entered adulthood. There's me with pink hair. I think I just put that picture on there because I liked the hairstyle. Or it could have also, I think, represented that I always wanted to do fun things with my hair. But I might be overthinking that too. This at the bottom, this was me on a Christmas. Let me see. I'll focus it in. So I actually had to cut around it. That's my Christmas tree when I was little. That's me with my long braids and all the presents. Christmas morning at my house when I was little was always so fun for us. So special. So that's something I added to my vision board. I always wanted to remember that. How special my mom and dad always tried to make Christmas morning for us. And I wanted to pass that on to my family if I ever have children one day. I want to give them beautiful holidays because I love holidays. I love them. They make me so happy. Let's see. So we have quite a bit more on just this side, and then we have a whole other side to flip to afterwards. So I did remove a picture from here. If you're wondering why there's a blank space, there used to be a picture here of an old friend that's no longer my friend. So I did remove them from the vision board, but that's what used to be in that spot. Okay, so right next to the wedding cake you see down here, there's a few different things that we haven't gotten to yet. A few different things. So we'll start here and we'll just we'll work our way down. We'll work our way around. So here's a big old kitchen. That's not my kitchen. That is just a random old kitchen to represent just like the style that I thought that I would love to have when I grew up and got my own house. There's a bedroom, a bathroom with guitars and a mirror. I feel like my style has changed a wee bit, but for the most part, like, I'm so happy with how my home has turned out. You know, we've put so much work into it to make it unique and like our own, and that's such a beautiful thing to do. I think I skipped over this little picture. So I used to want to learn to ice skate or rollerblade or anything like that, but I have a really weak ankle for some reason. Like, I think something happened to my ankle when I was in high school, and like ever since then my ankle hasn't been the same. So I don't know if like ice skating would be good. Like I don't know if it would strengthen my ankle or if it'd be bad for it, like if it would weaken my ankle. But maybe that's something to look into for myself, because I've always loved like ice skating movies. If you guys ever seen Ice Castles, is that what it's called? And then there was another one on Disney, and then I always just liked watching the sport in general. I always thought it was a beautiful thing, and I always wanted to learn, but I don't know. I probably won't, to be honest. My mom told me that she used to be very good at rollerblading and ice skating and all of that, so that was pretty cool. This is just a little film strip that I thought looked neat on there. It was kind of something to draw my eye in and remind me that film is an important part of my life, because I had that down here, but I put it right there too. This is a dollhouse. This is something I still want to do. I haven't done yet. I want to make my own extravagant, beautiful dollhouse. That'd be amazing. This head here represents like psychology, mental health, like a bunch of stuff like that, and that's always been a big part of my life. I kind of tossed the idea around before on becoming like a therapist or like a psychiatrist or something, or even like a counselor, just someone that could help people with their mental health problems. And that's why I put that on my vision board, just to keep that in mind after high school. I still love watching like TED Talks and all kinds of YouTube videos on like mental health facts and mental illness facts. It's just something that's always been very interesting to me. My grandma was very into psychology too, so maybe I get it from her. Here's a yellow sofa. This is totally random. I just put it there because I loved it. I love how it looked. And here's a couple people dancing. I love that. And then I used to want dreadlocks really bad, but I changed my mind on this. And it's because I put my hair through so much damage throughout my high school and college years that I appreciate healthy hair so much now. And I did a lot of research and like looked up a bunch of stuff about dreadlocks, and all in all, I just don't know if it's the lifestyle for me, but I do think they're beautiful. I think they're amazing. I think they're so cool. Oh, this doll here. So Chloe Grace Moretz, I love her. I still love her, but like she was my favorite actress in high school. And I put her on there because I wanted to meet her, and yeah, that's about it. So I think we covered everything on this page. I think we did. Oh, let me look. Cosmetology, photographs. There was a picture here of like an inside of a van. So I thought it would be cool to have like a camper one time. But I never ended up getting a camper. It'd still be cool to have though. So on this side, this is side number 2. You see YouTube is right here, and at that time, I didn't know I was going to start a YouTube channel. I was still going back and forth on if I did start a channel one day, what it would be called, what the theme would be. I had no idea. I had no idea I was going to start an ASMR channel. So yeah, I look at that now and I'm just like, wow, that's beautiful. Let's see. That's a picture of me that my best friend's older sister took when I was in 8th grade. And I was in I love this picture of me because it makes me look like a little director, like a little film director. And I put another picture here of like a studio. So like these 3 pictures kind of tie in together. Okay, and then down here, these are some like more romantic pictures I put on my vision board. Like I said, this vision board's kind of my personal like dream board. So I put different things. Like I wanted somebody that would play with my hair a lot because that's one of my biggest ASMR triggers. So I definitely wanted my husband to play with my hair. I just put some cute pictures to kind of like, I put like some snuggling pictures and stuff, some just romance in there because I wanted to draw that into my life. So that's a suggestion I have. If you guys are gonna make you a like vision board and you want to draw some love into your life, definitely add some beautiful pictures that just kind of like make you happy. And I think it kind of works in a way. I don't know, maybe, you never know. This is me. I just liked that picture. And by the way, I keep saying I was in high school when I made this. I was a senior in high school when I made this, so I was just about to graduate. This is Steven Tyler. I have always been a big fan of him. I really wanted to go to a concert of Aerosmith, and I wanted to meet him really bad. I don't think that that's realistic at this point, because I don't know how many more concerts they will have as Aerosmith. But if I ever got the chance, I am not going to pass it up. That's all I'm saying. I also really loved Iggy Azalea at the time. It was a big phase that I went through because I loved that Fancy song. I even did a painting of her on my sketchbook. I wanted to go to one of her concerts and I wanted to meet her. Down here I put some older fashioned video games, Mario Kart and Zombie Ate My Neighbors. I also wanted my future soulmate here to like to play older video games. That was something big to me that I wanted to be about them. So that's why I put those there. 101 horror movies. I put that there just because that's another thing that's important to me. Like, I love scary movies. I always wanted to make a scary movie. And I definitely wanted the person that I was going to spend my life with to like movies too, especially scary movies. That was like a deal breaker for me. So yeah, I put something super creepy there to represent that. I do have a spooky side. I do have a side of me that really likes, zombies and ghosts and all that spooky stuff. And that might have been because I was born so close to Halloween, Like, I just always had so much fun around that time, around the spooky holiday. Let's see, this little paper, it's folded down, but it is I tried to tape it so that it wouldn't come down. It's a picture of, and this might be triggering, it's a picture of a no smoking cigarettes sign. I was big into, you know, I still to this day have never smoked a cigarette, and I pride myself on it. I'll never smoke cigarettes. So, yeah, I'd like to keep that on my future vision board. And that's another thing, guys. If you have a bad habit you want to quit, or if there's something you're proud of yourself for never doing, put it on your board. I'm telling you, it makes you feel nice. I put a trampoline because I really like trampolines. I don't know, it's just super random. And then an outside barbecue to represent like family time, getting together and having outdoor family fun. I ran out of ideas, so I just filled this space with a butterfly, and I filled this space with a picture of myself. But then we, of course, have this section still to talk about up here. So we have a little tree house. That's something that I still haven't accomplished quite yet. I would love to make one, though. I'd love to build a tree house one day, with the right supplies and the right tree and the right timing, of course. This, looking at it, makes me kind of laugh in a way, just because of the irony. Because at the time I made this, I had no idea what my future held, with my horse horror story, that I spoke about in a previous video. And if you guys want me to talk about that, like make a separate video just talking about my horse story, let me know, because there's probably so much more detail with that. Like, I thought about doing little story times every Thursday, but I don't know. So yeah, let me know what you think about that little idea. But anyways, at the time that I put this picture on there, I was like, ooh, I've never rode a horse. I really want to, really bad. And then when I did, I had a really bad experience. And so I don't think I'll ever ride a horse again. I don't want to say never, but I highly doubt it. Rock climbing, that's another thing I haven't done yet, but I feel it. I will do this in the near future. I'm gonna make it happen. Okay, this here, this is like a bittersweet story for me to tell you guys. Okay, so we have this picture, and we have this picture. So when I was in high school, when I was a senior specifically in high school, I had 0 friends, guys. Like, I was at a point in my life where I had I have no friends. My family was all I had. And I remember putting these pictures on my board because I wanted to find at least a couple friends, or even one other. I just wanted to have a friend, a girl friend in my life to do fun things with and take cute pictures with and go out and just joke and laugh and be silly and go shopping. That's something I always wanted. And that's something I never really truly had. I mean, I had really great friends throughout my life. Don't get me wrong. I could make a whole video talking about all the different great friends I've had, but I was so alone this year, my senior year, and that's something that was a goal in my life. Like, I really hoped that I would find a little group of girls that I could associate with. And I did. When I went after high school, when I went to cosmetology, I ended up finding a few girls that I still talk to this day that are my best friends. We still hang out, we still, we joke, we take pictures, and it's a beautiful thing because at this time in my life, I didn't know if that would ever happen for me, I thought I'd just be a loner. But I'm so thankful to have so many friends in my life now, and you guys as well. I had no idea that I would have so much fun actually filming for you guys and making friends while doing that, This picture here is of a woman, and she has this huge walk-in closet. That's something that I've always wanted, just because I have a ton of clothes. I've never been a shoe collector, but I think it'd be cool to have a big old closet like that. That's never happened yet, but you never know, maybe one day. Let's see, I think that's it. I did cover up that because I had my old name, which you guys already know, but so let me see if there's anything else I didn't talk about. Oh, here was like, I put drive-ins here, and then here's like a drive-in. Those are kind of rare to find these days. I haven't been to one, since I was just a little kid. But if I ever find another drive-in to go to, I definitely would love to go. In high school, my style was very hippie, like boho theme, and I guess it still kind of is. It's just kind of more personalized these days. I was kind of more mainstream styled back then, I would say, and now I'm more authentic, I guess, with my styling. I don't know how to explain it, but I really loved this. I wanted to have an area in my house like that. Again, I like the beds low to the floor, like in a hangout space like I have up here. Like again, I'll show you. So I need to get a sheet to cover that part of the mattress, but I have all my little stuffed animals. I have lights hanging, little boop, little mattress there. It's so comfy. But anyways, yeah, so I feel like I have accomplished so much stuff on this board. The other two things I didn't talk about were the piano at the top. I did take piano class in high school, and I wanted to keep that a part of my life. But unfortunately, I did lose my skills out through the years just because I haven't practiced. I bet I could learn, though, pretty quick. I bet I could pick it back up pretty quick if I wanted to. I just would have to get myself, like, a little keyboard. I used to have one, but it broke. But that happens sometimes, It be like that. Anyways, so this is a really awesome jungle gym looking treehouse, and I put that on there to, again, represent like outdoor playtime. I'm just such a child inside. I love swinging and just climbing and doing all of these fun, adventurous things in life. I like going on road trips, and I want to do so many great things. I love this. Everything about looking at this is just happy and fulfilling, and it makes you feel so accomplished just sitting down and kind of, it's like, I don't know, it's like a wake-up call for yourself, sitting down and just really looking at all of the things you have accomplished throughout the years. And the more time goes by, the more things that you'll be able to knock off your list. So yeah, it's pretty cool. It's something meaningful to me, and I really hope that you got something beautiful out of this video. And again, if you didn't watch my first one, I talked a lot about why I started this vision board in the first place and why it might be a good idea for you to make one, and just kind of how it changed my perspective on some stuff. But anyways, I'll be back soon with more videos, and I will talk to you guys soon. You guys take care of yourself, okay? Good night.